I like to do is watch movies during the holidays, so I'm going to share some of my favorite Christmas movies with you guys. First, we all love A Charlie Brown Christmas. I grew up with Charlie Brown. Literally, my dad's name is Charlie Brown. He looks like the character, has the little blonde hair in the front. But of course, watching this as a kid every year, good lesson, you know. He buys the little tree. Doesn't mean much, but by the end of the movie, they look at that tree as being a big, beautiful tree. Kind of sums up life, doesn't it? Here we have Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Alright, guilty pleasure, Jim Henson. Grew up watching this. It's fun, it's got a good moral to it. Mother and son, life goes on, the father passes away, they carry on, play some music, good time. Jim Carrey, The Grinch. Of course, the original is always better, the cartoon. But for some reason, this taps a nerve. It's a good holiday movie. I saw this in the theater when it came out. Very festive, very colorful, very strange, but yet good. Frosty the Snowman. Can't go wrong with this puppy. Play this every year, sing along. Grew up watching it, as did many of you, I'm sure. I fell in love with this. Jim Carrey again. And good old A Christmas Carol. This is kind of a cool take. And it's from my buddy Robert Zemeckis, who did Back to the Future, Forrest Gump. And it's just such a neat mix of technology, and I don't know, Dickens would be proud. It's a good adaptation. A Christmas Carol. It was good in 3D. I saw it when it came out on Christmas Day a few years back. Old school or no school. How can you go wrong with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? Come on. The old school claymation animation stuff. Watch this every year. In fact, this year I broke down and actually bought the DVD. For many years I had the VHS, and it was all getting scratchy and bad. Everybody loves a laugh, and everybody loves Chevy Chase. You can't go wrong with Christmas Vacation. If you don't think this movie's funny, I don't know about your sense of humor, because this movie is awesome. I saw this in the theater as well. I think it came out in the late 80s, if I remember correctly. So, A Christmas Story. Who doesn't love this movie? There are a lot of people who don't like this movie, which I find very bizarre. They say the kids scream too much or something, but I grew up watching this. In fact, I did see this in the theater. I was one of the rare people that got to witness the magic of this, and of course, grew up watching it through the years. They played on TV non-stop. So, in fact, this was filmed in Cleveland. I saw the house a couple of years ago, got some pictures there, did the whole leg rub, and you'll shoot your eye out. Now, lastly, my favorite Christmas movie. Might be a little strange to some of you, but I've watched this for many, many years. I saw it when it came out. It was 1991. I was a senior in high school. I drove about 45 minutes to the small town of Mansfield, Ohio, to their small ghetto mall. But the movie, it, drum roll, Christmas Vacation. The Muppet Christmas Carol, my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Why? Well, for a number of reasons. It's awesome, the music's great. This was the first movie that they put out after Jim Henson died. It had been a few years. They had the great, you know, Muppet movie and the other two that followed. So it had been a few years since they put out a movie, and after his passing, they put this out. And they did a great job. His son, Brian Henson, he did the voice, and so what a great movie. I watch this every Christmas Eve. Thanks again. Till next time. Merry Christmas!